What's good, YouTube? This is your boy Will, the Indicator Trader, and I'm back with another video. Alright, y'all. So y'all know I'm about to show y'all a crazy method. Y'all know that I don't play no games. Alright, so y'all know what I'm about to show y'all. Nobody do this but me. Nobody put things together like me. Nobody is able to just create a method that works 100% like me. Now, guys, I've been working on how to get better entries, and I found it. Okay. I found it. It's all skilled. You know, I found out how to do it. I found out how to minimize stop losses, how to go from 200 to 50 pips. I found it. Okay, but that doesn't mean you switch how you using the method. That means you just put this with it. Okay, don't forget what everything that I teach you guys. Put it together so you can get confluence trading. Okay, that's how you confluence trade. No structure, no supply and demand zones. That's pretty much what structure is. But know it. Once 3 to 4 structure levels B has been broken on the H1, you're going down or you're going up. You just gotta find the structure levels. If you see one been broken, the next one been broken, the next one been broken, 9 times out of 10 you're going up. Okay. In this case with gold, that's what happened. 3 to 4 structure level was broken. Boom, we caught it. But I'm gonna show you guys how you got it, how I caught this sell, 20 pips. And I was good with that. I didn't care about this big drop. I don't care about that. You know, until I get a strategy where I can catch this. Right now, US 30, I can catch 100 pips on US 30. I found that strategy. Until I find something that I can find a 100 pip move on GPAUD and gold, then it's only 20 pips from there. If I mastered 20 pips, I know how to get 20 pips easy. I know how to get it. So if you can master 20 pips, that's money. Okay, depending on your lot size, that is money, guys. So don't let 20 pips sound like it's not nothing. It's something when your lot size is something. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, and I'm going to show you guys how to get in the market if you missed the move, but you're under the cloud or above the cloud. I'm going to show you guys how to get back in patiently. Okay, if you're not patient, don't even watch this video because you're trading the H1, meaning it takes time to happen. But once the setup comes, you will get 20 pips every single time, okay? Risking 50 pips, okay? Don't want to, you can go one-to-one, guys, but it don't normally hit 50 pips. So you want to go 50 pips, what it don't normally do to get 20. I know it just went from 200 pips to 50 pips. So obviously I know something new, okay? So this is just something that I've been practicing and just noticing around the market like, oh my God, and I'll just be able to put it together. So remember, that doesn't mean to stop doing 200 pip stop loss on the 1, 2, 3 method. It just means how to combine this with it, okay? How to minimize that 200 pip stop loss by watching this video. So let's get into it. All right, so the cloud. I'm gonna get into the settings of the cloud, because I know people are gonna ask me that. It's the same settings. I don't use the lines that comes with it. I only use the cloud because that's all I need to use. Here's the cloud right here. These two are the clouds. Here's the settings. This will be 9, change it to 8 if you're using the lines. If you're not, call it a day. Okay. Boom. So let's get into it. Okay. So how you're gonna use this thing is depending on what it is. That's what you wait on. Okay. So and watching this right here, you definitely got stopped out the last move. But I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into that later. But it's cool because you would have got it all back. So like I said, you can't prevent this. This was not normal. This dropped out of nowhere. That's not normal, guys. So don't let this be like, oh my God, I gotta stop that. Don't let this ruin it. This is not normal. Gold just magically just dropped out of nowhere. All right, this is on the H1. Look at the H4. Look how this thing looks. That's not normal. That's not normal. Okay, you don't get that. That's some new stuff. All right, so we're not gonna pay attention to that move. Okay, we're definitely not gonna pay attention to that move. All right, so first thing first. The first thing you need, price got to be under the 45. Once that happens, that's run. Willtrendcator must close red or open red. Last thing, it has to close under the cloud. Once it does that, you find entry. I'm gonna show you guys how to get in the entry. This is what I means. How to get better entries and risk lesser than 200 pips. I'm gonna show you. But that doesn't mean that this works with other methods, but you can definitely test it out and see if it does. Once I get into this. All right, so this works for this only. Okay, so just take it and see how you can add it to the arsenal and do the 1 2 3 method with it. But as of now, the 1 2 3 still stands 200 pip stop loss. Okay, you just add it if you could. It's completely up to you. But like I said, even with my 1 2 3 method, it's not doing 200 pip stop loss. You're gonna always get it. Okay, so if you want to risk less but get a little bit more, here you go. 50 pip stop loss, 20 pip TP. Okay. So like I said, price going to the 45. This is what you're really waiting on. If you don't catch this, this is what you're waiting on. Okay? Because you would have the same thing you lost, you could have caught it all back. So that's what I'm saying. You got to be aware on how to spot this. Just because it stopped you out, you know the sell setup is falling in your hands. It's falling in your hands. It's falling right back into your hands. Okay? So here we go. Boom. I know I'm gonna get this question. What would be your TP? That's completely up to you. Okay. If you're gonna be a structured trader, you be a structured trader. Me personally, I go for 20 pips. Not tripping. I trade about the end of the week. So the end of the week, I look at my profits. That's what I go by. I don't go if I lose 2 times. I don't care about that. I'm looking at the end of the week or how I'm looking. That's how I do it. Excuse me. That's how I do it. So yeah, it breaks under the 45. We get the Willtrendcator to close red here. It closed red here, and this is the entry candle. Now, what I'm about to show y'all, brace yourself, because what I'm about to show you guys is going to be very, very powerful. So, once you get that, you don't enter right away on the H1. You want a perfect entry. So, how do you get that? You go to the 1 minute time frame, okay? You go to the 1 minute time frame. So, before this candle was that big red candle that you see, before that even happens, this is what you're going to do. None of this has happened. This is what you're gonna see before all that has happened. Don't worry about the Willtrendcator. The Willtrendcator can be red. It doesn't matter. As long as the H1 close red, that's good. You don't care about the 1 minute. This you need to be under the 45 EMA as well as under the cloud under 1 minute. It must match. From this point on, you need a retest candle. That's right. So right here is the previous high. You need a lower high closing bearish to get in this market. So right here you get the lower high closing bearish. Right here you enter. Right here this is your entry candle. 50 pip stop loss. It will never go back to it. As you can see, 50 pip stop loss here. Remember, gold changes. So I believe it changes in the morning and it changes different in the afternoon. So right here, this 50 pip stop loss, that means the market is moving fast. I think it changed around 6. It goes back to like this would be 20 pips at around 6 o'clock. So that means 50 pips will be way up here or something like that. But anyway, you guys get it. 50 pips stop loss, it don't matter. It's not going back anyway. So boom, you enter. As you can see, you got 20 pips. Easy. All right. Boom. So that's one setup on how to get in. Now I'm going to show you guys how to get in if you miss that move. So how to get in if you miss that move. You need a lower high closing bearish. So this took hours, but like again, go with the trend. If you're not skilled to hop in this, don't do it. Okay, do not do it. Okay, the only way you can hop in this scalp if you're skilled to hop in it. All right, so we're gonna wait for that that lower high closing bearish because we're gonna go with the trend. Right here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but this high is lower than that high. It all depends where the candle closes. So here, candle opened at the bottom, went up, went all the way down, price went here, dropped, boom, closed. We get the bearish candle here, cool. That's resistance, but that's not indication to sell. This right here is an indication to sell, but to confirm it, we need a bearish close candle. Right here, as you can see, that low is under that white line. That means price opened here, went all the way up, closed down here, which it's under this previous high. Perfect. Now to enter that, we need a closing bearish candle. We get that here. Boom. We get it. So we find entry on the next candle, which will be here. Before this big old thing happens, we go to the 1 minute. Same thing applies. We have to be under the 45 while being under the cloud and we take the 50 pip stop loss with a 20 pip TP. And pretty sure we're going to win this trade with flying colors. Before any of this is created, before any of this is made, this is what the market will look like. This is the previous high. So what we need a lower high, a high lower than this, closing bearish candle. Every time your entry will be spot on. Sometimes it'll pull back, but if it pull back, it's not doing 50. Okay, so here it is, lower high close with a closing bearish entry. Look at that, no drawdown. If it did do drawdown, 2 pips. That's all you even got in. The entry was so crazy, you didn't even know that you can do it. The entry was so crazy, you didn't even know that you could get it like that. But following me, you're good, okay? And the Willtrendcator was red on the H1, so you're good. So, like I say, 50 pips would have been way up here. 50 pips would have been. As you guys see the difference, the time change. This is at 6. This is 6 o'clock. Is that 6? No, this is 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock, pips was different. As you can see how high it is 50 pips, but the first trade was like 50 pips, like right here. I say the pips change. I don't know what happens, but regardless, it's not hitting 50 pips. So that would have been your stop loss, and you smashed 20 pips like that. Okay. Here we go again. Looking at this chart live right now, it's closing bearish, but this is not considered a retest. It has to be a high lower than this high, closing bearish, just to give you guys a heads up. So yeah, the Willtrendcator did open red, which was good. So we would have saw that, and we found entry, win and trade. That's 2 zip. So let's say you missed that. As long as you're under the 45 and under the clout, you are in a downtrend. I would not recommend to take buys. I would not recommend to take buys at all. So where would you refine entry to take a sell again? Well, let's see. Right here we're making higher lows, closing bullish. We can't enter. I know you guys might not see it, but that is entry. This high, this little wick right here, this high is lower than this high. It's all about where the candle closed at. I don't know if you guys can see that. With resistance here. So that's confluence. It got the resistance right here that's telling us that price did not go with a lower high closing bearish candle. So look at this. You see where that white line at? It's under that. So all we need right now is a closing bearish candle. Once we get that, we're finding entry on this candle. So let's see. Pretty much sure it is a winning trade. All we got to do from there is wait for price to get under. I'm pretty sure price was under, but if it's not, we patiently wait. We're not in a rush. We're looking for the sell. So let's see if we find entry. Do you guys see entry? Because I see entry. I see it. But all right, here's the high here. Before any of this is created, the high comes up. Okay, now we know we need a high lower than that or lower than this, but most likely it was this. Here's the lower high. Here's another lower high. No. No entry, no entry, no entry. Because it's all about where the candle closed. That high is higher than that high. We can't enter. Here's the lower high closing bearish. This is where we enter. 50 pip stop loss. Boom. 20 pip smash. 50 pips way up here. You follow the rules, you get in. Boom. You got a drawdown of 16 pips, but it came right back. 20 pip smash. Boom. So you see 3 trades in a row. No losses. Because you're going with the trend and you're patient. That's why you're not going to lose. If you follow the rules, what I'm teaching you, you would not lose. Okay? So where is the next entry? See if you guys can spot it. Because I can spot it. This is not it because this high is higher than that high, so that's off. Nope. This right here is the high that you need. Closing bearish candle. Here's the entry candle right here. I know you guys like, he reads it weird, but I read it real time. That's all I do. I read it in real time. And trust me, if you read it this way, you'll be definitely more profitable. Because you're watching every single candle instead of the whole picture. You know, you're watching every single candle. This is how you look at it real time. So you know you're only looking for sales. So what that tell you, on the H1, you need a retest. Once you get that retest on the H1, closing bearish, it's over from that point. It's a wrap. Okay? So let's see. Here it is again. It gives you exactly what you need. You can't predict drawdowns, guys. You follow the rules, you're good. You can't stop drawdowns. But when you enter the market, it won't do 50 pips. So here's the lower high closing bearish entry right here. You go in a little bit of drawdown of what, 30 pips. Your stop loss is way up here anyway, 50 pips stop loss. Don't matter, not touching it. Smash TP, easy. And if you can trail it, trail it. But 20 pips will always be smash. So looking at this live, I know I'm in a seller's market. What I need, a lower high closing bearish. Once I get that, go to the 1 minute, find entry. Okay, so let me show you guys what a buying market looks like. So first thing first, you need your Willtrendcator to turn blue. It does that. It does it here, but it didn't go above. Close back red, turns blue. That's first indication. Once that happened, you get the it must break above the 45. It does that too. Now it got to break above the cloud, and it has to be above the cloud with a retest. So here's the retest here, closing bullish. This would have been the entry candle right here. What time is that? 16. That is 9 o'clock in the morning. We go to the 1 minute. We find entry. Where's that candle? Oh, I think it's back. I think it's back. Oh, the market closed. Some weird stuff happened here, but you guys can see that is a winning trade. I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird. That's a winning trade for sure. We can even do it on the H1. We can see it did not do 50 pips. But I can't really determine because I need to find an entry first. So I can't really base off that. But that is a winning trade if you follow entry. Definitely. Because if it shot down, then I'm pretty sure it would have been under the cloud. So we wouldn't have not entered that. So we had to patiently wait till it comes back above. So I'm pretty sure the way I entered that would have been a winning trade. So let's go further down here. All these are winning trades. Close bullish, boom, winning trade. I'm just trying to find it so that thing don't happen again. Okay, so here, I'll do this one. Because all these are definitely winning. This is a winning trade, 20 pips. This is a winning trade, 20 pips. This is a winning trade, 20 pips. Well, it's not even an entry because this low is even with that low. So it's not really indicating a higher low closing bullish. So we couldn't enter that anyway. This is a lower high, lower than this high closing bullish. So this would have been entry right here. So let's go to the 1 minute. This is for you guys who missed the pull, missed the break, missed the trend change. So this is for you guys, so you guys can know when to enter the market. So I'm pretty sure this was a drawdown. So let's see. But I'm pretty sure it did not hit the 50 pips either. So we get exactly what we get. The retest here, closing bullish. Boom, we enter the market. Price went up to 16 pips. But look at this. Oh, we went into a drawdown of 41 pips. But again, I told you, it won't do 50. Boom, 20 pips, smash, okay? If it don't hit your stop loss, guys, do not exit the trade. Follow the rules and be patient. If you can't handle drawdown, don't look at your chart. Do not look at the chart if you can't handle drawdown. Set your stop loss, set your TP, and let the trade run. All right? So that's what we do. We got the Willtrendcator. It's blue, perfect. Everything is right. We're above the cloud. We're above the 45. We are in a strong cloud. Is thick. Perfect. We're in it right now. We're going with the trend. We don't want sales. Why are you looking for sales when you're in a buyer's market? It don't make sense, guys. Stick with the trend. All right. So here we get another retest right here. This is not considered a retest because you got this low, lower than that low. So you don't want to get faked out. So you want to patiently wait. So here is the lower high. Here's the higher low. This low is higher than that low with a closing bullish. This would have been entry candle right here for another 20 pips. Go to the 1 minute time frame. The candle must be above the 45 in the cloud. And you wait for that retest. And boom, you win that thing. It's that simple, guys. Like I'm trying to tell y'all, this is powerful. This is very, very powerful. Powerful. So here, this was the candle we're waiting on. We see price come down. Here is the retest right here, closing bullish. Look at this entry. Woo! Look at that entry. You didn't even suffer a 2-pip drawdown. That entry was so spot on. 20 pips, smash. So y'all can see this thing is crazy. You just got to know what you're doing. You just got to know I'm gonna explain to you how we got stopped out here. This was another win right here. 20 pips. This was another win here. You can see it never hit 50 pips, but it went up to 20. This was another entry here because this low is higher than that high closing bullish entry here. So you scalped up. So you didn't won by 6-8 trades. It won't even matter if it hit 50 pips. It won't even matter. You're gonna still be profitable. Cause to lose this is very, very hard. So you won about 6 trades. That would have been what, $50 if you was trading a 1 cent lot size and you finally lost 50 pips. You still up $50. It's all about being profitable at the end, guys. That's all that matters. So pretty much what I mean about you would have got, oh no, you wouldn't have got stopped out. I'm sorry, guys. Never mind. You would have not lost this trade because you would have seen this thing did a lower high. So you would have already been paused. No way, can't do, no key do. So yeah, you would have been perfectly fine. Yeah, you wouldn't enter that. I'm sorry, guys. You definitely would have never entered that. Because it's a lower high, closing bullish, yeah, bearish. You wouldn't enter that. I'm sorry, guys, if I confused you. So you did not lose that trade. But if you did, you would still been profitable $50 or whatever your lot size is, or 150, whatever your lot size was. You know, I know I tell you guys to enter the market with a nice lot size. If you want to do 2 cents, 1 cent, completely up to y'all. So as you guys can see, I can't really explain it no way easier than that. Here in this case, Willtrendcator is red, so it's definitely telling you don't want to really take the buy right now. You want to be careful, so you want to definitely be on the lookout for that. That Willtrendcator must be red, okay? Because you can see what happened. Boom! It ain't giving you no direction. It ain't telling you I'm ready to take off. So this don't count because you're not above it. Alright, so it comes down again. It's still red. Here it is. Boom. Once it's blue, now you're waiting for that retest. Here's the retest closing. Bullish. 50 pip stop loss. Never touched it. Never touched it. As you can see, 20 pip smash. That's why that Willtrendcator is definitely going to guide you. It's going to guide you. Even actually this was, oh snap, I didn't even peep this. Here was the retest here closing bullish. 50 pip stop loss all the way down here, and boom, smash 20 pips before the drop. So you see, that's why I go for 20 pips. Y'all see why? Look at that. Y'all see why I go for 20 pips? Look what it did. It dropped all the way down about 47 pips. Went to peak, it didn't even touch the stop loss, but it went right back, smashed TP and got out, and then boom, dropped on you. So that's why I go for 20 pips, guys, because it normally hits 20 pips before anything else. So that is what we do. And that is how we get into the market. Now, this right here, you can see you're under the 45, you're under that, okay? Now, remember when I told you guys the break, remember this is the break of it. So that's what you want to look at. This is the break. Structure being broken. Boom, boom, boom. Structure is being broke. Boom, structure being broke. So you see that. So once it closed under, Willtrendcator is red. Boom, this is your entry candle. You just find entry under 1 minute. You just find entry on that 1 minute. You go to 1 minute, you patiently wait. Oh, can't show y'all that one. Sorry, but you patiently wait. You patiently wait, and you find that entry on it. Would have been 50 pips stop loss anyway. Boom, TP smash 20 pips. You guys can see, it's easy. It's really simple to trade it. It's very, very simple to trade it. It don't get no easier than that. So here's another break. So this you got to be able to spot this. If you're seeing there's a double top, like if you see it's a double, that's why I say, guys, everything happens in the market. You got to piece it together. You got to know what double tops, double bottoms, piece it together so that you can know how to spot it. So it's confluence. If you know it's a double top and you know that your 45 EMA is right there and it closed under your 45 in the cloud, you're going down. It broke structure 1, 2, 3, 4. It broke through 5 structures. That told you you was in a trend change. Remember I told you, if it break through 3 or more structures, 9 times out of 10 the move will be powerful down. Same up. It's the same thing. Look at this. First structure, second structure, third structure, fourth structure, and look what happened. Boom, it went up. You gotta know how to put that together and know how to use it. So this with the cloud, you just gotta know how to go for it. You just gotta know how to do it. Now I don't go long. I only scalp 20 pips and I'm out. But if you guys know how to, trail your TPs and all that other stuff, congratulations to y'all. But I'm patient. I go for 20 pips. I trade 3-4 pairs, and each pair get me 20 pips 3 times to 2 times every day. I'm cool with that. If I could get 3 pips, 20, like 40 pips a day, trading Monday through Friday, you guys do the math. You guys do the math. That's why I don't trip. I don't trip about it. Plus my US 30 method, my 100 pip method on the US 30. Come on. I don't have to trace. I don't have to chase pips and pips and pips. I know I mastered the 20 pips. I know how to get it every day. Every single day I know how to get it. Every day. So it really don't matter to me. That's why I'm good with 20 pips. So that's why I tell you guys, don't be greedy. I'm showing you guys how to guarantee get 20 pips. Just master it. Don't be greedy. 20 pips with a nice lot size is a lot of money, guys. Okay? It's all up to you. Okay, if you can master to get 20 pips, you're gonna be rich. You're gonna be rich. Period. All you gotta do is just, manage your money. Don't worry about the losses. Worry about the setup. If the setup win 9 and it loses 1 time in a whole week, that's a great method. Even if you lose 2 times out of 8, you're still up. It don't matter. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It really doesn't matter. So you're good. Just follow the methods, follow the rules, and you're gonna be good. I can't really explain it no more than that. I mean, it's pretty simple. The 45 EMA is gonna guide you. It's gonna tell you when you're in the seller's market. The cloud gonna tell you you're in the seller's market. It doesn't get better. Now I added the 45 EMA with it to have confluence, to tell me that it's guaranteed an uptrend. So if I'm above my clout, what about my 45? It's above the 45 too. I'm in a strong uptrend. That's pretty much what it tells you. You're in a strong downtrend. If it's under the 45 and it's under the clout, you're in a strong downtrend. The cloud is stick, you're in a strong downtrend. That's pretty much all it means, guys. Go with the trend. Just wait patiently, find entry. So like I said, for me to get back into the sell, I need a lower high closing bearish. Once I get that, I find entry on the 1 minute. Same thing, nothing different. Okay, so if we go to the 1 minute here, I didn't get my lower high close, so I can't enter this. I can't enter this. That's not my rules. I need a lower high. I need a high lower than this high closing bearish to get in there. I need a high lower than that high closing bearish to get in there. Same opposite. If it was an uptrend, I would need a lower high closing bullish to get in that and go to the 1 minute, find an entry. Okay, it's that simple, guys. I mean, hopefully I explained it correct and how to use the Willtrendcator with it. The Willtrendcator just guides you to know more what the trend is. It just lets you know that, okay, I'm red, it turned red or it turned blue. It kind of guides you. Okay, so with this already being red, it kind of just tell you like, okay, we're still down, and it's just confluence. You got 3, the cloud, the 45, the Willtrendcator. You're in the downtrend. Period. If it turns back blue, that doesn't mean that you're gonna go up. As long as you're in that, as long as you're under that 45 and that 40 in the cloud, you're good. Until it breaks above the 45, then you start to say, okay, we could possibly be going into a trend change. So you will wait for it to break the cloud, retest is the 45, high or low closing bullish, you find entry on the 1 minute. It's literally that simple. It just takes time to happen, but eventually it's going to happen. Until then, you're just going to keep riding that sell down until then. All right, so that's the end of the video, guys. Hopefully it helped you guys, and I'm going to have the free description in the box, and you guys just hit me up if you have any questions, and that's how you correctly use the cloud with the 45 EMA with the Willtrendcator. Okay, that's how you do it. All right, so don't forget, message me if you have questions. I'm always here. I don't mind giving you guys the feedback and all that other stuff. Okay, thank you all for support, and I am here and I ain't going nowhere. Message me on Telegram if you have any questions. All right, so without further ado, I am out. Let's eat.